right. Well, my name is Jessica Thompson, and I presented last fall, actually. Um, a lot has changed. Holy cow. So I'm just going to go through what the business started as and what it has evolved into. Um, I began to see that several years ago, about 4 years ago, that there was a huge plastic problem that was going on through the internet and articles, and um, my family was definitely a major part of it. 500 million straws are used every day in the U.S., 1 million plastic bottles are bought every minute, 100 billion single use plastic bags are used yearly in the U.S., and most of those things can't be recycled. And if they are able to be recycled, only 9% of the recycling that we put into our bins every day, only 9% of that actually does get recycled. And those were daunting statistics that I was hearing. At the time when I found this out, I was a single mom. I had 5 teenage children at home, and we were going through about 5,000 plastic baggies, let alone all of the other bits and pieces that we had going on. And so I was looking for better options. Part of the reason that we all do this, we have a plastic addiction. We don't even know it. It's convenient for us. It is cost effective because that's what we do, and we are all in need of a solution. So I started looking for different options, none of which I could afford at the time. I saw a company in Australia that was making a reusable food wrap. This was kind of unheard of at the time around here, and I thought, hey, I'm a crafty gal. I can go ahead and I'll make something like that. And so I started making a reusable food wrap. Now, over the course of time, I'm going to really go through these because I want to get to where we're at right now. Everything was locally sourced. I put a lot of time and effort into finding the materials that we used so that we weren't receiving plastic in our shipments and we were not putting plastic out. Everything was also very sustainably sourced, and that was very important to us. These food wraps replace single-use plastic, so like your plastic cling wrap, Ziploc dryer bags, that type of thing. And you can reuse them about a year. Anytime that we would ship these out, everything, all of our packaging was very minimal, recycled, compostable, and again, no plastic. So we did this going on 3.5 years, where we were selling these, set up an Etsy shop that morphed into a website. We started putting them into retail stores. We're in about 27 now, and we're doing wholesale. We started doing markets and shows, different entrepreneur competitions, and it has just crazy. It's just been crazy, the growth that we've had on this. Now, fast forward to last fall. That's where we landed with my last presentation. I believe it was in September. Since then, we had moved into the Park Trade Center at that time, and I got a small taste of more of a retail side, and we were bringing in some smaller plastic-free alternatives into our space at Park Trades. And every art hop we would hear, are you going to carry more? We can't find these things. I saw this on Pinterest. There was a thing on Instagram. Do you guys carry that? Man, I wish you would expand. And so in the back of my head, I was thinking, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great if I was able to do something on a larger scale? And had seen many different zero waste shops or different plastic free or refill stations in Europe. This is huge there because, it's Europe, not America. And so I had this little thing going on in the back of my head. September, October, November were kind of a whirlwind. My boyfriend at the time proposed. We got married in October. We moved 6 teenagers into a house together to coordinate that. 2 were in college, and that we kind of calmed down a little bit. My new husband and I were out in January, out for dinner downtown. Happened to be walking downtown and saw a vacant location, and I had said, "Wow, that's a pretty cool spot." And he was like, "Wow, that would be a really neat spot if you wanted to do something like that." And there I am in front of a location. About a week later, we signed on it and began remodel and getting things going. And we scheduled to open April 3rd, and COVID said no. So it gave us a lot more time to get things prepared and organized and painted and to sit at home with teenagers. So finally, on July 3rd, we were able to open Michigan's first zero waste market. Um, Very, very excited. We offer sustainable swaps for every area of your home. So if you walked into a room and you saw, for in the kitchen, for example, you saw your dish soap bottle and your plastic sponge and just, you know, your paper towel and all of the things that are sort of wasteful or plastic based, we would have the alternative for that. So once you've used up the items that you have in your home, then you're able to come into our store and say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. We've also added in refill stations so that you are able to bring in your bottles, or we have some for purchase, and you can get bulk laundry soaps, hand soap, dish soap, conditioner, shampoo, body wash, all of the fun things. Our promise is that 80% of our products are Michigan made, and everything is shipped to us, made and shipped to us in a very sustainable manner and plastic free. So here is just a small sampling of some of the items you'll see there. These are all things that you would normally have in your bathroom. So the plastic razor, the dish soap, there's a dish soap bar, all of the different things. We have seen crazy, crazy growth. We've had people drive from out of state, which I know with COVID seems very odd, but we have had people come from Washington State on a family trip, and they stopped in Kalamazoo just to come see us through the power of social media. And we've had people from around the world ask us if we are going to be expanding or you know, building new locations. So this is definitely a need. This is definitely something that people are interested in looking for. And so it's been very, very exciting. And then of course I have to throw in a picture of my lovely 5 children. I have 3 stepchildren who we weren't able to grab in the picture, but that's where it started from, and that's where we're at now. So those are all my behind the scenes helpers, and I'm very, very proud of all of them. So yeah, that was a lot of information in a very short time.